Hi there. Welcome to a new episode of An Ordinary Review with PJ. Today I'm going to review the latest Vidya Balan starrer, Sherni, which just got released on Amazon Prime. The movie also stars Vijay Raj, Brijendra Kala, Sharat Saxena and Neeraj Kabi in pivotal roles. The movie is directed by Amit Masrukar, who had earlier made the critically acclaimed Newton. So here's a look at Sherni on Amazon Prime. The movie Sherni is a different kind of a movie. It's not your typical Hindi movie with the Hindi movie formulas and thrill to it. So if you're going to watch this movie, go with the mindset that you're going to watch a different kind of a movie which has more of an art movie feel to it, and the narrative is almost documentary like. If you're expecting a typical movie which has a lot of thrill and action into it, then this is not the movie for you. You will come out disappointed. So approach it only if you want to watch a different kind of a movie. The movie actually has a lot of local villagers and actors that they've used to give an authentic feel to it, which makes it more documentary like than a normal movie would be. So the movie essentially focuses on the man-animal conflict and how it is exploited at different levels by either by the politicians or by the forest officers and so on. So Vidya Balan plays this forest officer who's posted in the jungle range of Madhya Pradesh, and she's in charge of protecting the wild animals, particularly tigers and bears in this jungle range. Now, she has lost the enthusiasm for the job. She's become jaded. She feels that she is not getting the growth in this job. Her initial enthusiasm and zeal about the job has faded away, and now she wants to quit. But her husband is actually forcing her to continue because he feels a government job at this time gives you the job security that a private job would not give. So she's kind of forced to continue on the job. Now, while that is going on, there is a man-animal conflict that has started taking place on the fringes of the jungle. So these villagers who actually venture into the jungle to graze their animals are getting attacked by a tigress. So couple of people die, a few animals are killed, and that has aroused the villagers' anger who are living close to the jungles, and they want the forest department to take immediate action to protect them. During this time, the local politicians are also trying to take advantage of this situation. They made this man-eating tigresses thing as an election issue, trying to inflame the people into taking some drastic steps towards the forest department, and also kind of have their own vested interest to kind of get a private hunter who can come and kill the tigress and make it as an election issue which can help them win the election. So it's kind of muddied by the local politicians as this issue flames up. In playing out this man-animal conflict, you get to understand how the balance that exists between conservation and development can affect both sides. On one side, there is this focus to bring in development by converting the grazing land and the land which is on the fringes of the forest into farming land or industrial land, which is affecting the villagers as they are now forced to enter the jungle for their needs and also for grazing their animals, thus endangering their lives and the lives of their animals. On the other hand, the conservationists are also kind of hard pressed to make sure that they are not violating any rules in trying to protect the animals, even if the animal has become a man-eating animal or an animal that is affecting or killing the man or their animals from the villages. So they need to still maintain restraint in doing so. So it kind of has this conflict very nicely and very aptly captured. The movie also focuses a lot on how forest department works. For the first time, you get to understand how much detail they get into in tracking animals, how they actually put camera traps, how they track the pug marks of the animals to identify them, how they have such a deep knowledge about the animals that by looking at them or while understanding their pug marks, they can actually identify which animal is that, because every animal is coded in the jungle and they are able to do that. So that's a very fascinating look at how the forest, the forest guards maintain that kind of knowledge, which helps them to track animals. In terms of performances, Vidya Balan is central to the movie, and she has given a very restrained performance. Not a typical exuberant Vidya Balan performance. A very restrained performance from her, and she's good. She's well supported by Vijay Raj, who for a change plays a performance which is serious. It is not. There is no comedy in Vijay Raj's performance. You will normally see Vijay Raj doing a lot of comedy in the past, but this has a serious tone to it, and he shines in his performance. He's shown as a science professor who actually helps Vidya Balan, track down the tigress which is killing the people, the villagers, and he also helps her in taking the DNA samples of the bodies which have been killed by the tigress to identify which tiger or tigress is killing them. So a pretty good performance by Vijay Raj. Neeraj Kabi doesn't have much of a role to play, and Sharat Saxena plays this private hunter who's called in to kill the tigress so that the villagers can be saved from it. At the same time, politicians can use that as an issue that they have eliminated the threat to the villagers and possibly win the election. So Sharat Saxena plays this private hunter, and he does a good job of that slightly villainish kind of a streak to it in the movie. The standout performance is actually played by Brijendra Kala, who actually acts as Vidya Balan's boss in this movie. So he, is a guy who's in the heading the forest department, has no interest in the job. He's only looking after his self-interest, wants to actually get transferred from this position out of the forest range, and so he's trying to do everything possible to, satisfy the local legislator to get his, interests met. So a very oily kind of a character, but very nicely done, and he brings a sense of humor to the proceedings as you watch his character. And very surprisingly, there is Ila Arun in this movie. You'll get to see her after a long time. She has a very small role. She acts as Vidya Balan's mother-in-law who comes visiting her in the jungle for a few days, and she's lively on the screen. So whenever you see her, you'll get a smile on your face. Ila Arun after a long time. So overall, as I said, this movie is a different kind of a movie. It will require you to watch it with a restraint yourself and approach it like an art movie if you want to appreciate it. If you're not into that kind of movies, then this movie will disappoint you. So then possibly you can even skip it. So thank you for watching my reviews. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and sharing your feedback. I look forward to bringing more interesting reviews for you. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Take care of yourselves. Till next time. Bye-bye.